gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Welcome to the war zone. Welcome to the temple of trauma, where chaos reigns and rules are like robots. They're there to be broken, smashed, pulverized into submission. So, are you ready to go extreme? They're ready for anything. And tonight, an old score between Razer and Pussycat threatens to get settled once and for all.
Yes, Craig, tonight's main event has been eagerly awaited by Robot Wars fans across the globe. It's the ultimate vengeance battle between the current world champion Razer and the awesome Pussycat. But whilst the teams oil themselves down and wind each other up, let's take a look at our other excuses for pure metal carnage on tonight's show. We've two awesome all-star battles with Wild Thing facing the powerful axe of Dominator 2, and then Tornado kicks up a storm against 3 Stegs to heaven. Newcomer Spider takes on the monstrous might that is the beast of Behemoth, and we've a metal-mashing Mayhem where Splinter will face Killertron and the angry Aggrobot. Then tonight's main event, Razer against Pussycat, and Razer are in the pits with a grudge to bear.
We're the Razer team, reigning world champions, and in the Fourth Wars, Pussycat beat us up when we were totally immobilised, and we're not happy about that at all.
Hey Rob, Razer's axle and wheel bits really needs his necklace, don't he?
Yeah, suits him up.
They're going to wind him up? What?
Make no mistake, for Razer and Pussycat, tonight, it's personal. But before that fight, are you set for another couple of grinding, pulverizing rounds from our All-Stars? Oh, yeah? Then let the wars begin.
Thanks, Craig. Coming up, a couple of great fights. But first, chasing a place in the All-Star quarterfinals, Wild Thing and Dominator 2, both series semi-finalists in the Fourth Wars. And Jules' Dominator has actually beaten the very best in the past.
Well, Jonathan, as we know, Dominator 2 with their ferocious axe destroyed the reigning champions, Chaos 2, in the Annihilators. So we think you boys are in with a chance of being the top player in this battle. What do you reckon?
No problem.
I'm confident. Now, what's your strategy going to be?
Drive straight in, axe through the disc.
Simple as that.
One
Are you
hit.
confident?
I am. We're Dominator. We're going to dominate that arena.
Fighting talk. Can we add to that?
We're going to tame that Wild Thing.
Nick, what a draw to be up against that enormous pneumatic axe.
Yeah, well, they might have a big weapon, but we're the fastest robot here and the most manoeuvrable, and they're not going to catch us.
And if they do catch you, what will happen?
If they get too close, we'll take out their wheels with our disc. We know we can beat Dominator.
Confident.
From Ash in Hampshire, Wild Thing.
Going extreme with a new giant cutting disc spinning at 6,000 RPM. Also has a SRE mech and is the heavier of the two with a 100 kilo wedge shape, but I don't like the look of the tyres.
Hi, I'm Nick Adams, and this is my son Jake, and this is our robot Wild Thing. It's really wild this year with a fantastic spinning disc, and it's going to take out all the opposition, no problem.
From Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire, Dominator 2.
A unique bi-wedge shape, 12 kilo slam from the pneumatic axe. It has a plasma nitride coated titanium shell, which means it's very tough, apparently.
Hi, we're Team Dominator. We've got Elliot Smart, Chris Hall, myself, Pete Halloway, and not forgetting the star of the show, Dominator.
Roboteers, stand by.
Peter Halloway at the controls of Dominator 2 and Nick Adams, of course, with the Wild Thing family. Dead Metal, one of our two house robots with a 3,000 RPM saw. And alongside, compatriots Killertron, the petrol-driven engine driving on the crushing floors.
3.
This for a place in the All-Stars quarter-final lineup. Dominator 2 with the power of that axe coming whacking down. And for the first time, really, Wild Thing have got that new spinning disc to work. You just see the jut blades there onto the plasma nitride coated titanium shell. There at the controls of Dominator 2, Peter Halloway, a development engineer by trade. He's developed a fine engine out there with the body shape. And as long as it goes side by side with Wild Thing, it'll dodge that flywheel mechanism. Also, Wild Thing has the side spikes. You can just see them there, which can help if it needs self-righting. Dominator 2 slowly turning. I think what they're trying to do here is get a side-on attack as well there to get the axe down on the wheels. The wheels of Wild Thing are vulnerable. I thought they might be. But meanwhile, Wild Thing back on the attack. Oh, and there seems to have been some damage there on one of the wheels of Dominator 2. It's the right wheel now. It looks to be tattered. So that weaponry of Wild Thing has caused damage to Dominator 2. Who will be left standing at the end of this one? Suddenly, Dominator 2 is on the defensive and Wild Thing is doing all the work. Coming in again, look, to attack that wheel and the other wheel too. Wild Thing's giant cutting disc, 12 kilos of weight, 2 blades, 6,000 RPM, spinning dangerously, spinning madly, spinning with venom. But Dominator 2, progressive now. Getting it underneath Wild Thing, a bit of reverse gear, then turns away. Onto the arena sidewalk, down comes the axe. Peter is driving machine. Chris Hall is the robot weapons operator, an electric engineer by trade. Nick Adams, of course, is at the control of Wild Thing. He loves his electric guitar. At the moment, he's strumming a mean tune with the Wild Thing. Where's he going now, though? Way across the arena. Both robots have sustained damage, that's for sure, but both are still in there. Tigerish at the end. One robot to go through the quarterfinals, even if the judges will have to decide. The crowd won't like a decision one way or the other. A bit of smoke coming out there. We're into the last 10 seconds. Which robot has sustained the most damage? Which has been the more aggressive? Because I feel sure, and indeed it will now, go to a judge's decision between Wild Thing and Dominator 2. And our 3 judges marking on style, control, damage, aggression. Let's see if we can find some pointers. Dominator 2 the more aggressive, but now look, missing its target with the axe. Wild Thing, meanwhile, was steadily, side by side, grinding away damage and mounting up the points. I don't know, because Dominator 2 was on the aggressive again and bang Wild Thing against the arena sidewall. Look at that, that was a wasted attack. And another, that'll count against it. Poor control, poor style. I think they've made their decision. They have, it's agreed, it's Wild Thing! Wild Thing have won it for Nick Adams, Isabel and Jake.
Well, we're doing a bit of a post-mortem in the pits there to really look at the damage. They did actually manage to get you, didn't they, on the wheel there?
They did. They took our brand new tyre out.
Was it a bit frustrating for you because we didn't see much of the axe action? It seemed to be missing all the time. Why was that?
We were disappointed. We thought 4 out of 10 could try harder.
Yeah. So what do you think about the judge's decision then?
It was the right decision. Yeah.
Good losers. Let's go and talk to Wild Thing. You are the victors, but that was very close, wasn't it?
Very hard, very, very tough opponents.
Can you repair yourselves in time? You're now through to the quarterfinals.
We hope so. It's going to be a bit of a rush, but we've got to get on with it.
Well done, our all-stars. Let's take you back to the pits.
Back to the pits, but through to the All-Stars quarter-final. Wild Thing. Next up, Tornado against 3 Stegs to Heaven, made up from parts from a grand finalist of the past.
Thank you, Jonathan. 3 Stegs to Heaven, are you listening?
You're going to hell. The Steg's going to be extinct. We're going to blow you away because there's a tornado coming.
That's telling them. So those guys certainly know how to talk the talk, but do you think they're really up to it?
Nah, like all tornadoes, it's just a lot of hot air.
You're confident then?
I'm confident. We've got the experience. We've been here 3 times before. And we know what we're doing.
From Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, Tornado.
It's in invertible, runs both ways up. It's the heavier and slower of the two. The 15-kilo spinning disc is new, and it'll come at you like a storm.
Hi, my name's Andrew Marchant. This is Brian Moss. This is David Gamble. We are Team Tornado. Remember how we pushed all the other robots around last year? Well, we're going to do the same this year because we have this. Everybody, beware.
From Lord's Hill in Southampton, 3 Stegs to Heaven.
Grand finalists in the past with Stegosaurus and semi-finalists with Steg 2. They're back with a new robot, a spinning cutter, but they haven't used their full weight allowance and they could be, therefore, a pushover.
Hi, I'm Peter. This is Danny. That's Richard. This is 3 Stegs to Heaven, and we're going to kick some robot butt.
Engineer Danny King at the controls of 3 Stegs. And there's Andrew Marchant with Tornado. Here are our 2 house robots. The pincer and saw of dead metal. Deadly. Even more formidable. 280 kilos.
3, 2, 1.
So, it's Tornado. Immediately advancing at the cold front on 3 Stegs to Heaven. Driving it into the arena sidewalks. 3 Stegs gets away. Can get up to 16 miles an hour, which is fairly quick. Andrew Marchant, electroacoustic engineer at the controls of Tornado, steering 3 Stegs to Heaven around. Always 3 Stegs dragging it around there. You can see the spinning cutter on the front of 3 Stegs. Grand finalists with Stegosaurus in Series 3, semi-finalists with Steg 2 in Series 4. They'll go no further here. If Sir Killertron has its way, and the crowd want the end of 3 Stegs to Heaven, it's been 3 tottering, teetering, stumbling steps to oblivion. More like steps to heaven. And they're already beaten. They feel they're beaten. The spinning disc is spinning, but they're going nowhere. Look at the great jaws there, right in behind the wheel of 3 Stegs to Heaven. Now Tornado can come in with a side slam. They're not yet immobilised. One wheel is spinning, but the right wheel has stopped. Something's come off it, I think. Something's trailing. A little bit of chain, I think it was. The chain drive on one of the wheels of 3 Stegs has gone. And the armour plating now will give very little protection. From Killertron in there. From Dead Metal in there. And of course the arena floor flipper. Well, it couldn't toss 96 kilos too far. But the destructive damage has surely been done. And Tornado will breeze through here. The crumpling, cold steel effect of Killertron's great crushing jaws. And 3 Stegs to Heaven is spun, flicked, tries to get away. Poor old Danny King. His engineer pals are going nowhere fast, let's be honest. They're trying to limp away using the cutter to gain some sort of forward momentum. It's not going to come. And I think Andrew Marchant and the Tornado boys have won it. Technically, it has to go to the judges, but they look comfortable enough. You see, 3 Stegs wasn't ultimately immobilised, pushed around by Tornado, but Tornado couldn't finish them off. Slammed against the arena wall. They're really way ahead on points. There's 3 Stegs being lifted away by Killertron. Can only be one winner, but the disturbing thing for the Tornado team, they didn't finish them off. Neither did the arena floor flipper either. Wasn't a bag of fun, though, was it, for 3 Stegs? It wasn't a house robot, nearly the pit, or the flame pit. It was Tornado doing damage. Can only be one winner. And there it is, confirmed. It is Tornado and Andrew Marchant's team victorious through to the quarterfinals of the All-Stars.
The Tornado team still leaving a trail of destruction in your wake. Are you pleased with that?
Oh yes, definitely.
Well done. Did you take much damage?
No, hardly anything at all.
So you're strong for the next round?
Oh yes.
Let's go. Well, 3 Stegs to Heaven went straight to hell by the look of it. How are you feeling now?
Gutted.
You said you'd been there before, you were ready, you were confident. What went wrong?
Got chewed to pieces, really.
Really?
Big style.
You came for your wheel. What happened there?
Bent the axle, chain come off, completely immobilised.
Gutted.
Gutted.
Never mind, team. Better than out next time. Scrap metal.
the great fight under the belt, and there's an even better one on the way. Because for Razer and Pussycat, a fight in the Fourth War just refused to go away. The tension was at boiling point earlier on. So, Julia, have things simmered down yet?
Well, Craig, I'm here with Razer, and I don't think they have. Maybe we should see how all this started.
Jules, it came in Heat B of the 4th series. Razer, the 3rd seeds for the series. Immobilised early on, stuck in forward gear, having looked impressive and holding their own against Pussycat. But here you can see them against their inner sidewalls, stuck. The wheels are spinning, it's going nowhere. They knew they were out of the fight. Pussycat righting itself and then coming back on the attack, using that patented circular saw at the front, the blade, the cutting blade, and causing damage to Razer. And Ian Lewis was very unhappy in the Razer team. He knew his machine could no longer fight or defend itself. And Pussycat came on the attack again. Ian Lewis virtually gave up, put the controls down, stood away. That's enough, I want no more. This is what happened. Pussycat thrusting and cutting and damaging. That's where the grudge comes from.
Some of us are gentlemen, some of us hold back. Now, if you're out of control, you don't just go for it, do you? It's a gentleman's agreement around here that we are kind of a bit hold-backish. Now, we got 3 tons of pressure underneath there, and when we went against Millie Ambug earlier, we held back because we even knew we were on top of these expensive pieces. And those guys, for some reason, they just were out of control after about 10 seconds, and then they just lay into it. And there's a lot of my life involved in this machine. Here it lies.
Ian, after that fight with Pussycat, you were not happy at all, were you?
No, I was not happy at all, I tell you. I just marched off. I didn't want to speak to anybody. They treated us really bad, you know. They wore our machine as bits of jewellery and stuff. I wasn't happy with that, and I tell you, I want some vengeance for that.
Well, I'm in the pits with Pussycat, and let me tell you, team, you don't want to let Razer see you wearing these. They're not happy at all, and they want a vengeance battle. Are you prepared to give them one?
They can have one any time they want. We'll look forward to giving them a real thrashing again.
And this time, if you get immobilised, will you be okay with Razer laying into Pussycat?
First of all, they got to immobilise us, but it's a tough robot, and I'm not sure if that beak's strong enough.
Well, Craig, it looks like the vengeance battle is on at last. Who will you be rooting for?
I'll be rooting for the only robot I ever shout for, the winner. Because what do we say to losers on Extreme? And talking of which, I hear there's another new bot on the block who fancies his chances. He's been giving it Charlie big potatoes, you know what I mean? Giving it the biggin, giving it large, thinks he's going to cut everyone up. Julia, is he having enough? What's the story back there?
Well, Craig, a new untried robot has emerged, and they're here with our technical supervisor, Derek. Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Team Tarantula, the robot spider, excellent.
Yeah?
Come to fight, really fight.
Do you think you're hard enough to fight in the wars? Why are you so good?
Easily hard enough. We've got a weapon on the front which is powered by a transit van starter motor. It's seriously wicked. We've trialled it and it's trashed what we've trialled it on. It's also trashed itself, which is a bit unfortunate.
Good start.
But it gives a good display. It gives a really good show.
Now, you do realise that you're going to be up against a veteran.
Yes, we do.
To really put this thing to the test. Derek, do we know who that veteran's going to be?
It's going to be Behemoth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh. What do you think about that?
I think they're just a big box on wheels. We're going to trash them.
Fighting talk.
Absolutely.
Can they do it, Derek?
They can. If they build in reliability and the weapon works, you'll be great.
Good luck, team. Let's go talk to Behemoth. And the veterans appear to be hard at work. Hello, Behemoth team.
Hi.
Hello. A few finishing touches then?
Just a few. Just making the axe a bit more powerful.
Good, that's what we like. Now, you really are veterans of the wars, aren't you? You've been here practically since the beginning. And your upstart opponents have said that you're nothing but a box on wheels. How do you feel about that?
We may be a box on wheels, but have you ever tried catching a brick in a spider's web?
Ooh, just give me a minute to think about that. So are you as confident as that?
Oh, we are confident. I mean, there's always new ones. They always stand to their own fair chance, but they're not too sure on what it's like out in the real world of the battles, and well, we're quite familiar ourselves, so we'll show them what it's like.
Well, they're very keen. They're waiting in the arena for you. Get soaring. Good luck, team.
From Mould in Flintshire, the Spider.
The weapon is a set of rotating spikes, a little bit like a lawnmower. It's heavier than Behemoth and quicker, but John Udell has been here with another robot before and was knocked out easily with RoboCow.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
This holds the World Association of Robotics Challenge belt because it's almost invincible. The belt's not up for grabs here, and neither will Behemoth be with its 95 kilos, the bucket scoop and the axe.
Hi, I'm Kane Aston,
Anthony Pritchard,
and Michael Pritchard. We're here with Behemoth. Faster drive, more powerful lifter, and a lethal axe. Bigger, better, bolder.
Roboteers, stand by.
But here are the challengers. The Spider team, John Udell, there on the left-hand side, his wife Carol and son Robert, and the Behemoth boys. Matilda, one of our house robots with the tough exoskeleton. And also, the Grizzly, Sir Killertron. It is invincible. Behemoth turning away from the Spider's lawnmower type rotating spikes. The Spider can work upside down, which it'll have to do now. It's caught in a web of its own making, really there. The Spider and Behemoth's hugely powerful lunge, simply tossing 100 kilos of Spider up and over. And as one of the spidery type legs let it down, I don't know whether it's balanced anymore, the Spider. I don't think it's going anywhere. Incy Wincy Spidey comes to a grisly end. This is where the Behemoth scoop simply picked up and tossed the Spider out of the web, out of the picture, out of the plan.
The Behemoth boys are back in town. Spider out of the competition and out of the arena.
Didn't last very long, did it?
No. I
Because
thought
you only call you Spider. You're like Spider-Man, you can climb walls, can't it? Straight out of the arena.
Yeah.
What was your plan? You're a good robot, aren't you, Behemoth?
Well, we tried to go to the side, but he just sort of turned on us.
I know. It was all ends in tears. How long did it take to build the robot?
About eight months.
About 8 months?
Yeah.
And it was all over in about 8 seconds? Not time well spent, really. Do you think you've earned the right to become part of the Robot Wars family, though?
Yeah.
Do you think they've earned the right to become part of the Robot Wars family? Well, there you go, guys. You are most definitely in. Well done, let's hear it for Spider.
That was bullying, that was.
Well, newcomers, got to show them who's boss.
You certainly did that. How's the robot performing?
Oh, as you can see, fantastic.
It was fairly exceptional, actually, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's working above expectations once again.
Above expectations?
Yeah.
Well, they're new boys on the block.
are.
You just gave them a right good kicking, didn't you?
Yeah. We didn't know what to do. It was just, well, they're against the side. We didn't actually realise it would go over, but...
It did go over.
Yeah.
He's walking around the arena now looking for his teeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the boys from Behemoth.
So, two brave newcomers have tried it on with our experienced extreme boys, Stinger and Behemoth. AJ and the Spider are things of the past, but there will be more brave challenges to come, I can tell you.
Oh, cameraman, please, come here. I'm very, very confused. It's decision time.
Do we let Razer and Pussycat fight next? Or do we sneak in a Mayhem? What do you think? Mob rule? Yeah, beat it.
wanted Mayhem, they've got it. Splinter, semi-finalist in Series 4. Killertron, twice a grand finalist. And the heavy Aggrobot, one goes through to our Annihilator.
In the pits, we're preparing for the Mayhem. But before the robots have even got into the arena, the teams are having a bit of a tussle, apparently. What's going on, Killertron?
We're going to give Aggrobot some aggro, and we're going to turn Splinter into Splinters.
What do you say to that?
Well, we sized up both of them. I don't think we'll have any trouble with either of them, really.
Oh, yeah, Aggrobot. What are you going to say?
Sharing a bench is bad enough for them. In the arena, they got no chance. And 2 onto 1 with a secret weapon is out of order because really...
Sort it out in the war zone.
Fast at 15 miles an hour, good control, pneumatic weaponry, the axe and grabbing arms. Are they offensive enough though? Will this Splinter group be silenced?
Hello, my name's Stuart and this is Craig. Together we make Team Ivanhoe. This is our robot Splinter. We're back this year with a few modifications as we got seriously trashed last year. This year we got really strong, powerful arms here. They shot with the speed of a shotgun. While we got them in the clutches, we're going to do some serious damage with this axe.
From Maidstone in Kent, Killertron.
It's durable, speedy at 15 miles an hour, but I don't know if Richard Brawl will be able to control the accuracy of that formidable axe weapon.
We're Team Killertron. My name's Richard Brawl. This is Christopher, my son, and this is Abdul, the mechanic, and we're going to get our axe stuck in.
From Dorking, Aggrobot.
Stealth-shaped with lurid logos, can work upside down, reliable, and the jaws at the rear and flipper at the front give it multiple weaponry, plenty of aggro.
I'm Peter, this is Bob, and next to him is John. We're the Leach brothers, Team Aggrobot. This is Aggrobot 3, Aggie for short.
Standing alone in their control booth, Stuart and Craig with the Splinter team. They're Killertron and Aggrobot together. Dead Metal is one of our house robots here with a pincer and the saw. And alongside Dead Metal, we've also thrown in for fun, our fun, Sir Killerlot with the crushing claws, the lance. Can anything beat it? I doubt it.
3, 2, 1.
There's Splinter on the left-hand side. Killertron, bottom of your picture. Aggrobot with the stealth shape. Dancing around at the moment, trying to feel each other out. Splinter with those arms, they say come together with the power of a shotgun. There, the great claw of Aggrobot as well. And flailing away, as it always has done, the axe of Killertron. They have also a bucket scoop on the front, Killertron, to get in underneath if they can drive fast enough at up to 15 miles an hour. You can see the back of Richard Brawl in there. Oh, this is Aggrobot levering away at Splinter. Taking a little bit of punishment, one in the eye from the Killertron axe, I think there, Aggrobot. Our own Refbot looks on. This is Aggrobot trying to nibble at Killertron. Splinter in a very even battle so far, using its own pneumatic axe. Stuart Waitman, a production and instrument technician and father to his teammate, 16-year-old Craig. Good display by them so far. One of the arms seems to be at a crazy angle there, though, Splinter. The right arm, has it been buckled away? I don't think that arm, now, Stuart, is going to do you any good whatsoever. That's Killertron with the lurid pink, and Aggrobot seems to have flipped Splinter over. A great attack there by Peter Leach and his brothers. Look at this, the nudge was enough, and Splinter went over. The little flipper at the front of Aggrobot doing all the damage there. And another one in the eye for Aggrobot from Killertron. Really isn't a great pickaxe weapon, though. It scratches, doesn't it really? It doesn't pierce. Meanwhile, Splinter, I thought they were doing so well. Oh, here comes Dead Metal. Splinter's arms never really got going for Stuart, the weapon operator. Craig's the driver, young Craig. And Splinter being driven out of this Mayhem battle. The one surviving robot goes through to one of our Annihilators later on in this series. I don't think it's going to be Splinter, but you never know. That's Killertron. As the name says, oh, an attack on Aggrobot there! None of the teeth are missing! but I think the mechanics might be. I think they've been immobilised. They have. Look, the red bot's counting them out. They were in no danger at all, Aggrobot. And now they're 5 seconds away from elimination. That's the end of Aggrobot. Well, for me, they were well in command of this Mayhem, but they've gone. They're out. There's the red card. You also heard the siren, which denotes that the release button has been pressed for the pit of doom. An Aggrobot being carried thence via the flame pit by Killertron in the flames. Where do they think them up? Smoking. Poor old Aggrobot. Bob Leach, John and Peter, the three brothers, flipped away. A little bit of mobility now, but it's too late. They spark back into life, but it's too late. Tried to get away at the very last moment from the floor flipper. You can just see there, Splinter's still mobile. Again, that arm, look at it. Broken, flailing away like a bird's wing that's been broken in flight. There's Killertron, which is plodded slowly through this Mayhem. Oh dear. Killertron has a grip. It should dump now. Killertron to the floor. Shouldn't be lifting it up because Killertron was still mobile and still fighting, but it's in the pit. And Killertron has got out. So Killertron was in a hurry to get it over and done with. But Richard and Abdul and Christopher Broad, young Christopher, loves his computer games, are out. Aggrobot's gone, which leaves Splinter as the winner. Well. And I thought Splinter were in all sorts of trouble.
Killertron kills Killertron. Aggrobot immobilised. So Splinter, they go through.
So you're through to the Annihilator. You're feeling good? You're feeling positive?
Yes, yeah, we just try and repair it. Hopefully it should be okay tomorrow.
It hasn't taken that much damage though, has it? Or has it?
I don't think so. Not at the moment.
Okay then, well, we'll see you again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Splinter!
It's time for the bitterest, fiercest grudge vengeance match we've ever had. Razer, world champions, against Pussycat, who tried to destroy them in Series 4.
And now it's the moment of truth for two old rivals, Razer and Pussycat. Time for history to repeat itself or to be rewritten. Do you want to see this? Well, these guys are ready for vengeance. The only question is, are they?
Well, Craig, we'll find out in a minute. But just to recap, the reason that Razer want vengeance is because in the Fourth Wars, even though they were immobilised, Pussycat still kept coming for them. And that wasn't fair, apparently, even on Robot Wars. Now, Razer, in the past, you've had this code of honour, haven't you, where you hold back if another robot is immobilised. Does that mean you'll be holding back now?
No way.
No?
No.
Over with that. Code of honour out the window.
That's it. Not with these guys.
These boys, I mean, they got so lucky last time. I was absolutely disgusted. I mean, we were just going to pummel them to pieces. They got some poncy little blade on the front there. I'll tell you all that's good for, right, is for spinning wool, something like that. These ladies, that's all they can do with it.
Right, well, come over here then and show me which bits of Pussycat you'll be wearing as jewellery when you finish with them.
We don't wear jewellery. We're not girlies like them to wear jewellery. And I'll tell you what, we're going to leave that cat in so many pieces you'll be able to open up a whole chain store of jewellery stores, a whole chain of them.
Pussycat, you must defend yourselves. What can you say to that?
These guys are a bunch of big girls. I mean, what a bunch of wusses. We beat them fair and square. If they designed their electrics properly and the wheels had stopped turning, when we hit the switch, they wouldn't have got smashed up. When their wheels stopped turning, we stopped smacking them.
Sort it out in the war zone,
you want
guys.
your bits back, come and fight us.
Blah, blah, blah.
Well, Craig, I don't know who I'm behind, but you haven't told me who you're backing.
That's because I'm being clever. I'm waiting to see what Jonathan thinks. And Jonathan, I know you were up for this one.
Craig, because up here in the crow's nest, I know this is a real grudge match, and I just think the improvements carried out to Razer will carry the day, and the Pussycat will have her kittens. Mind you, she does have the winning record, so it's going to be very, very close. So, does that mean you now know your winner, Craig?
Well, as ever, Mr. Pierce, it's only winners who count in my book. But how about you guys? Who do you think's going to do it? Well, time to find out. Welcome into the war zone, and they're looking for vengeance. It's World Champions Razer!
From Bournemouth in Dorset, Razer.
Razer, now the coolest looking robot ever, they say. Part bird, part reptile, rest machine. The new self-riding mechanism is probably the most unorthodox system attempted by anyone.
Hi, I'm Simon Scott, captain of Team Razer.
I'm Vinnie Blood, tactician. I'm Ian Lewis, driver.
And we're here at Extreme this year not to mess about. I mean, we're going to kick butt.
We've laid it on pretty thick in the past, I tell you, but this year we're laying on really thick, so anybody who gets in our way, they better watch out and get out of the way.
Most definitely. We are here to thoroughly disembowel the opposition, so just watch out.
Hoping to kick his metal butt, just like the last time. Let's hear it for Pussycat!
From Gloucester, Pussycat.
This is the quicker machine at 14 miles an hour, heavier than before at 97 kilos. The weapon, the patented Pussycat blade, is capable of demolishing a garage.
So what is Ian's problem exactly? All we've got is a couple of bits of Razer. We beat them fair and square. They're whinging on like little old ladies. I mean, what's the problem with them?
Just leave it all, man. Just leave it.
Yeah, you watch out, Razer. We're going to take you in the arena.
Roboteers, stand by.
The robots eyeball each other. And there, young David Gribble, one of the best drivers in Robot Wars, the controls of Pussycat, and Ian Lewis, the controls of Razer. And Matilda in there as well, with the tusks and the flying wheel, 27 kilos of power. And our second house robot for this one, Shunt, with the diamond edge axe and the scoop that can push anything in there.
3, 2,
They don't like each other, don't forget. Pussycat defeated Razer to win Heat B of Series 4, and Razer claimed unfair damage was done. Ian Lewis is very unhappy, but... well, do you see Hypnodisc's victims bleating and coming back? You don't! Ian, it's in the nature of Robot Wars. If you're beaten, you're beaten. Take it like a man. He is. Look at this. On the attack on Pussycat, and drawing Pussycat into the air with that great, ramming, crushing beak. And it's plucked the Pussycat away off the arena floor. There's a cat on a hot tin roof, if ever there was one. Dancing away as the Pussycat got merely 8 lives left. Whoa! What came off there? There was a splinter of something. Flashed across the arena floor. Let's see if there was any real damage there. This is Pussycat coming back on the attack now with a swinging blade. No, it was just sparks. Just sparks, I think. Nothing damaged at all. But is Razer mobile? Yes, it is. The wheels are spinning anyway. But certainly Pussycat is on the attack. There goes the crushing beak down, levered at the other end. But Razer here is going nowhere. And Pussycat, which did beat the Razer in Series 4, went on to the grand final, was defeated by Chaos 2 there. In the main Robot War Series 4 is on top here again. And I wonder if the Razer boys will take defeat. Because I think it is going to be a defeat for Ian with a smile. And what is important is that he is smiling. Pussycat presses the pit release tyre button. An innovation for Extreme. Which means, of course, it's buried in the left for Razer. Pussycat came in with a real old fronted assault on the side, and they're causing damage like they caused damage last time. A gentleman's agreement in the pits? I don't think so. They did this last time around, so Razer went for the grudge match. What's going to happen next time? A re-grudge grudge? Well, Razer's being counted out by the red bot, and it's ended just like it ended before, with Pussycat the winners, and Razer grumbling and stumbling, and out! They won't like it. They're going to have to accept it. Pussycat is the better robot of the two when they come head-to-head. There's the shunt, there's the pit. It wasn't a close shave, was it? Let's be honest, for the Razer. Was it all hype? Are there smiles? Yes, there are. Good to see.
Lightning strike twice! Pussycat, they roar, Razer in the pit, Pussycat the victor! Well, you wanted it.
Yeah, we wanted it.
And you got it.
We got it. Good, fair fight.
You know, you're the ones who had a little bee in your bonnet, you thought fourth war, you were immobilised, they came coming at you, gave you a bit of a pasting.
Yeah, that's it.
And, lightning strikes twice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What is it with you and this robot?
They get lucky. They get lucky.
Is that what it is?
It was a good hit. They got a wheel out and lost on mobility. But that's a good, fair fight.
Yeah.
We're well pleased with it. Well done, lads.
And they battered you again.
Yeah.
So,
they were pretty honourable that time, I thought, actually. Yeah, pretty okay.
I mean, you might be the world champions, but these guys can kick your backside, can't they?
We want a rematch.
You want a rematch again?
Yeah.
Will the score ever be settled? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. The world champions, Razer! I mean, that felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, very good.
I bet you feel vindicated, don't you?
Yeah, solved it once and for all. Gentlemen or no?
They're the ones who wanted it.
I know. We gave it to them.
And you gave it to them. They wanted the rumble.
Yeah.
And you said, come and rumble on.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
When you're fighting a robot like Razer, tactics?
Tactics, not to get in the way of that beak.
The mighty claw.
Wheels and back.
Yeah. The wheels and the sides, really.
He got all you at one stage, though, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Much damage there?
Nah, it's cosmetic, but he nearly had our speed controller.
He nearly had your speed controller.
Very close, very close.
Hey. You're fighting the world
good.
champion, and that's the second time. You've just, made him look like a big girl's blouse.
No, unbelievable. They're good guys, and it's just unbelievable we beat them twice.
Hey, I believe it. You better believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pussycat! Well, the gloves were taken off. The score was settled, as we've seen. But there's plenty more where that came from on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye. Next time on Robot Wars Extreme, military pride is at stake in our first ever Armed Forces face-off.